Welcome back to another Tera Plays Tera video. Today's video we are going to be going over the Tera Valkyteq 2.4 patch notes. To start off this patch note, we're going to be going over the new relic and halodrome being added to the game. So you can officially upgrade your Hera's relic and halodromes up to the internal relic and halodromes now. The materials for this drop from Timescape and Verdrak's Vengeance. The original Hera's relics and halodromes upgrade costs have been reduced massively. Now let's go over some new dungeons and overall dungeon changes. First off, there's a brand new dungeon called Verdrak's Vengeance being added. This is based on last year's Halloween event dungeon, Doomed Ruins. This is basically a 5-man Hera hold phase 4. It's just one boss with no other stages, and there are 3 difficulty levels, a mid, high, and top tier. You can enter the dungeon from the Virgo statue. Another new dungeon that has just been added is Timescape. Timescape does have 2 versions, a normal and a hard mode, being mid and high tier, and for the entrance you could find it with the rest of the teleportals. For Manaya's core hard mode, the blue waves have been decreased by 20% attack speed. The enrage timer has been removed. The loot from first boss has been reduced by 66%. Don't worry, even though this loot has been nerfed, it is just slightly less than doing a full run of a top dungeon. The loot from the second boss has been reduced by 33%. It is now a little more than twice of the first boss. And then the loot in Nightmare Chandra Manaya has been increased by 10%. And this is to just make up for the less transferred loot from the previous 2 bosses. Ruinous Manor hard mode, Lakalith has had her attack speed decreased by 10%. Anther Abyss hard mode, the first boss has had his attack speed reduced by 5%. The second boss's attack speed has been reduced by 10%, as well as they've added 5 seconds to the debuff duration. Anthroth himself has had 5% attack speed reduce. For Akalath Quarantine hard mode, the first boss attack speed has been reduced by 20%, the second boss has been reduced by 10% attack speed. They've also fixed an issue with the boss clones despawning. For Dreadspire, they have fixed the Kyrion's Cage debuff order, and after you kill Kelsaic, there is a 10-second delay before the next challenge shard spawns. Now, let's go over just some loot adjustments in general. They have added Etching Sand 4 and Etching Grit 4 to low and mid dungeons, and they have increased their drop rates massively in high and top dungeons. Bahar, FA, RMHM, and AAHM now have triple drop chance of the mementos and the partners. There's an updated Field Boss loot box to Ceres, Orton, and Hazard. This is to improve the enchanting material drops, including new materials for the new relics and halodromes, along with Halleck tokens and item XP tokens. World bosses have also had a 100% increase to loot, this being Divine Reaver, Tempest Kanaj, Lymphy, Snaggletooth, and so forth, will now drop Etchings, Emeralds, Mighty Runestone, Luna, Hera, Hallex, and Wardrobe tokens and talents. The devs also have improved the Super Guardian rewards to give 1000 Wardrobe tokens instead of 10. Next, let's go over some leveling changes. First off, the devs have fixed an entry to the 2v2 arena used for questing. The Azart Hatchery solo can now be entered with a party and has the same stats as the group version. The Azart Hatchery group has been removed and is pending a rework. Island of Dawn, killing brutal monsters has a chance to spawn a teleport to the Azart Hatchery or a Wandering Cayman, and all new characters' starting inventory has been reworked to have less inventory clutter, so new players wanting to level don't have to deal with all that clutter. For this patch we have 2 small class fixes, that being for Zerkers, there was a issue with the cooldowns on Beast Fury being mismatched that has been resolved, and for Mystics there was a broken glyph item found in the magical merchant's menu. This has been fixed. And the last thing I'm going to cover on this patch note is just a few small miscellaneous changes. That being, when someone uses a Valkyria dungeon teleport, it now has a new effect. The devs have fixed multiple missing account-bound titles that can now be found in your item claim under account items, and they have removed relentless etchings. These are the etchings that used to give you 5 additional health from the etching sand and grit 4 shops. That's everything for this video. If you want to read anything specific, I will have the patch notes linked in the description below. And if you keep finding your way back to this channel and haven't subscribed, I greatly appreciate if you subscribed. If you like the content, go ahead and hit the like button. If you got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. That's about it. Hope to see you all in Valkyria, gamers.